Hello friends, welcome back to our channel where we hear interesting stories of our saints. It's me again, Joseph, your host. In this episode, let's go back to the 13th century Hungary to meet our saint. Her name is Agnes of Bohemia, or sometimes she is also called Agnes of Prague. Agnes of Bohemia, born on January 20th, 1211, was a princess who chose a life of devotion over luxury. Agnes was the daughter of King Ottokar, the first of Bohemia, making her a descendant of Ludmila of Bohemia and Wenceslaus, the first patron saints of Bohemia. Agnes's mother was Constance of Hungary, who was the sister of King Andrew II of Hungary, so Agnes was a first cousin to Elizabeth of Hungary. She was also educated as a child by her aunt, Saint Hedwig of Silesia. Early life was marked by political arrangements, with betrothals to powerful figures like Henry, son of Emperor Frederick II, and later, a proposed marriage to Emperor Frederick himself. However, Agnes felt a stronger calling. She refused these worldly unions, dedicating her life to prayer and spiritual works. Agnes eventually refused all marriage proposals, including one from Emperor Frederick II himself. She appealed to Pope Gregory IX for help in dedicating her life to God. Upon hearing her reason, the Emperor Frederick II magnanimously remarked, "If she had left me for a mortal man, I should have taken vengeance, but I cannot take offense if she prefers the King of Heaven to me." With the support of Pope Gregory IX, she founded the Hospital of St. Francis and 2 friaries for the Franciscan friars in Prague. She also established the first Poor Clare community north of the Alps, becoming a nun herself, and later, an abbess. It was the first community of its kind north of the Alps. Agnes cooked for and mended clothes for the sick and impoverished, embodying profound humility and service. Though they never met in person, Agnes and Saint Clare of Assisi maintained a deep spiritual bond for over 20 years. The letters Clare wrote 4 famous letters to Agnes, calling her the half of her soul and the shrine of her heart's deepest love. These letters are now considered primary treasures of Franciscan spirituality, guiding Agnes on the path of holy poverty and contemplation. A lay group working at the hospital was organized by Agnes in 1238 as a new military order, dedicated primarily to nursing, known as the Knights of the Cross, with the Red Star. Following the rule of St. Augustine, that next year, Agnes handed over all authority over the hospital she had founded to these monastic knights. They were recognized as an order by Pope Gregory IX in 1236–37. Agnes lived out her life in the cloister, leading the monastery as abbess, until her death on the 2nd of March 1282, at the age of 71. During her life, she was known for visions and healing, including a famous prophecy that her brother, King Wenceslaus, would be victorious in battle. Although she was venerated soon after her death, Agnes was not beatified or canonized for over 700 years. Pope John Paul II canonized her on November 12, 1989, just 5 days before the revolution began in Prague. Many Czechs saw her canonization as a miraculous sign that led to the non-violent fall of communism. She is a patron saint of the Czech Republic and of those who seek freedom and liberty. Her feast day is celebrated on different dates, depending on the area or liturgical calendar being used. On March 2nd, this is the traditional date associated with her in many Catholic resources and older liturgical books. It is also the day she is remembered in the Franciscan family, of which she was a member as a Poor Clare. On March 6th, this is the actual date of her death in 1282 in the Catholic Church. A saint's feast day is almost always their birthday and to heaven death date, on November 13th. In her homeland of the Czech Republic, her feast day was moved to November 13th. This was done to link her celebration more closely to her canonization date, which was on November 12, 1989, and to avoid her feast day always falling during the penitential season of Lent, which often happens in March. The life of Saint Agnes of Bohemia offers profound spiritual and practical lessons centered on the rejection of worldly power in favor of radical service and humility. Here are some key lessons that we can take from her life. Number 1, the power of personal conviction. Born into extreme privilege, Agnes was repeatedly used as a political pawn in arranged marriages. Her life teaches the importance of following a higher calling and the courage needed to walk a path less traveled, even when it defies societal and family expectations. Number 2, royal humility and equality. Despite her royal lineage, once she entered the convent, Agnes refused any special treatment. She preferred the title senior sister over abbess and performed the lowliest tasks, such as cooking for her sisters and mending the clothes of lepers. Number 3. Radical generosity. Agnes did not just give to the poor. She used her entire royal dowry to build a hospital, a friary, and a convent. Her life demonstrates that true fulfillment is found in selfless service and that material wealth is secondary to the gratification of helping humanity. Number 4. Spiritual fortitude and patience. Agnes spent over 45 years in the cloister, a life that required immense patience, charity, and a constant battle against selfishness. Her endurance through long years of quiet prayer and manual labor serves as a model for perseverance in daily life. Number 5. Unity of faith and action. Her name, meaning lamb, is often linked to the lesson of sacrifice, giving oneself away in love for a greater good. She balanced a deep contemplative life, including mystical visions, with active service, showing that faith and good works are inseparable. Number 6. National and spiritual liberty. Her canonization in 1989 is historically tied to the Velvet Revolution in Czechoslovakia. This legacy teaches that spiritual freedom often precedes and inspires political freedom, making her a symbol of hope and solidarity against oppression. A recurring lesson in the letters she received from Saint Clare of Assisi was to never abandon what she had begun, and to go forward securely, joyfully, and swiftly on the path of holiness. Her life truly teaches us the importance of prioritizing spiritual values over worldly gains, the power of selfless service, and unwavering faith in one's calling. So friends, let's end our session today with a prayer inspired by the life of Saint Agnes of Bohemia. O dear Lord, who gave Saint Agnes the courage to choose the King of Heaven over all the kingdoms of the earth? Help me to find my true treasure in you. Teach me her heart of generosity, that I may use whatever gifts you have given me, whether wealth, time, or talent, to serve the poor and the forgotten. Grant me her humility, to never consider myself above others, and to see your face in the lowliest. Inspired by her journey, may I go forward securely, joyfully, and swiftly on the path of holiness, letting no worldly desire block the way. Transform my whole being into your image through prayer and selfless love. Saint Agnes of Bohemia, pray for me, that I may be a cheerful giver and a faithful servant of Christ to the end. Amen. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope her story inspires you, as it has inspired me as well. If you liked this video, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting contents and stories of our saints. Please also consider becoming a member of our channel or making a one-time donation through Super Thanks to support our mission. Take care, friends. Stay healthy and hungry for holiness. See you next time, and God bless you always.